dear students. Today our topic is infinitive, gerund and participle. This is a very important topic on which you should have a good command. So let us start. First of all, what is an infinitive? The infinitive is the base form of verb often followed by the preposition to. For example, I have written here, to find fault is easy. So in this first example, find is base form of verb and it is followed by to. So to find is an infinitive. In the second example, he likes to play football. So here to play is an infinitive. Let us move to the third example. She wants to work hard. In this example, to work is an infinitive. So students, if you are listening and watching very carefully, you must have observed that in these sentences, to find, to play, to work, these are the infinitives, but they are not working as the main verb in these sentences. In these sentences, first of all, the first example, to find is an infinitive, which I told you earlier also. What in this sentence the main verb is. And in the second example, main verb is likes. In the third example, main verb is wants. So it must be clear to you all that infinitive is not the main verb in the sentence. Infinitives. Now we came to know that an infinitive does not work as a main verb. It works as a noun, adjective, or as an adverb. So let us start with the noun. How an infinitive verb works as a noun. So as we know that noun is a name of a person, place or thing, or we can say all naming words are called noun. So names can be used as a subject or an object. So how an infinitive verb works as a noun? Let us take examples. First example is, she likes to play. So in this sentence, first of all, we have to find that what is the infinitive. So here to play is an infinitive and to play is working as the object of the verb likes. What she likes? To play. So here to play is an infinitive and it is working as an object in this sentence. Let us take another example. To dance is a hobby. So here to dance is an infinitive and it is also the subject of this sentence. As we know what we are talking about, we are talking in this sentence, whom about we are talking about to dance, which is the name of an activity. So to dance is a noun, and it is working as subject. Now you must know how an infinitive verb works as a noun in a sentence. We will do how an infinitive works as an adjective. So here are some examples I have written. I have no time to sleep. In this sentence, first of all, we have to find the infinitive, that is to sleep. How it works as an adjective? We know that adjectives describe nouns or pronouns. They can be used as subject or object of the sentence. So here to sleep is describing the object of the sentence and that is time. I have no time to sleep. So here to sleep, which is an infinitive, is working as an adjective. Next example is that is a game to play. So here to play infinitive is describing the object of the sentence a game. Next example, I asked you to wait. Here to wait infinitive is describing the object you. So in this way an infinitive works as an adjective. Next, how an infinitive works as an adverb. As we know, adverbs are the words which describe a verb. For example, she reads to gain knowledge. As earlier I told you, an adverb describes a verb. So here to gain, which is an infinitive, is describing the verb read. So here to gain is working as an adverb. In next example, her voice is pleasant to hear. So here to hear is an adverb. So students, in this way an infinitive works as an noun, adjective and adverb. But sometimes infinitives are used without using to. As in the previous examples we came to know that infinitive verbs followed by to plus verb first form. But sometimes there is used only first form of verb and it is called where infinitive. When we use the base form of verb without to, then it is called where infinitive. For example, she made him run. So here run is used without to. So here the verb run is where infinitive. Next example, I saw her go out. Here go is where infinitive because to is not there. In the third example also, let me go. Here also go is where infinitive. So we came to know when we used to with first form of verb, it is called infinitive verb, and when we use to infinitive verb, and when we use only base form of verb without to, it is called where infinitive. That's all about infinitive. Next we will do gerund. So let us start. What they exactly are, that we should know, why they are needed and when we use them. When we use a verb in place of a noun, it is called gerund. So how can we form a gerund? We can form a gerund by adding ing to the base form of the verb. And as I told you in the infinitive, that infinitives are not used as main verb, they are used as a noun, same as gerund, which is formed by adding ing to the base form. They are used as a noun and as a complement to be verb. So first we will take noun. As we know that noun is a name of a person, place or thing. It can be a subject or object in a sentence. So let us take examples to make it more clear how a gerund works as a noun. For example, driving a car requires skill. So as I earlier also told you that a gerund will not work as a main verb. It works as a noun. So there will be another main verb that is required here. So here driving, here we are having ing with base form of drive. So driving is working as a noun also. It is the subject of the sentence. So driving is gerund form. Let us take another example. I love cooking. I love cooking a lot. So here we are having ing with base form of cook and it is working as noun and as object in the sentence. So it is gerund. Let us take another example. I love dancing. So here also we are having ing with base form of dance and it is working as a noun because it is a name of an activity and it is the object of the sentence. So these are the gerund: driving, cooking and dancing when they work as noun. And how they work as a complement to be verb? First we should know the form of be verb. So these are is, am, are and was and were also. So these are the be forms. So let us take examples. Example: Kriti's favorite hobby is playing piano. So here playing is gerund form and it is a complement to be form is. Kriti's favorite hobby is playing piano. So here playing is a complement to is. In the next example also, competition is trying to do better than your opponent. So here trying is gerund and it is a complement to be form is. So in this way gerund is also works as a complement to be form. That's all about gerunds. Next we will do participle. Participle has three types: present participle, past participle and perfect participle. So let us discuss first present participle. Participles ending in ing describe an action which is in progress or unfinished and these are called present participle. It means present participle is also formed by adding ing to the base form of the verb. But it works as an adjective. For example, I really like this dancing doll. So here dancing is present participle. Let us take another example. He sold his working machine. Here working is present participle. Let us take another example. I met him working down the street. So here working is present participle. So in all these examples, dancing, working, here also working, these are present participles, but they are not the main verb. In these sentences, main verbs are, in first example, like is the main verb and dancing is the secondary verb. In the second example, sold is the main verb and this is the secondary verb. Main verb and this is secondary verb. Here also met is the main verb and working is secondary verb, which is present participle. Now we got the idea about present participle. These present participles are working as adjectives. Dancing doll. Which doll? Dancing doll. So here dancing is describing the doll. In the second example also, working machine. Which machine? Working machine. So here working present participle is describing the machine. And in the next example also, working down the street. So here I met him working down the streets, means he is working, means the action is in progress. So these are the example of present participle. So next type of participle is past participle. Participle ending in ed, en, d, t means V3. Verb's third form. Shows finished action is called past participle. For example, the broken glass cut my foot. So here broken is the third form of verb and it is past participle. In the second example, the burnt toast tasted very bad. Here burnt is the third form of verb and it is past participle. In the third example, a tired person can't be productive. So here tired is third form of verb and it is past participle. And students, these three forms of verb, broken, burnt, tired, they are describing the nouns. It means past participle form works as an adjective. They describe the noun. Like this, in this example, the broken glass. Which glass? Broken glass. Broken is describing the glass. Burnt is describing the toast. Tired is describing the person. Means past participle works as an adjective in a sentence. Because this third form of verb is an adjective. This is not the main verb in this sentence. In these sentences, main verbs are different. Like in this sentence, cut is main verb, tasted is main verb, and we is main verb. It means past participle works as an adjective. So next type of participle is perfect participle. Perfect participle also indicate completed actions. They can be in active or passive form. In active form, there will be having, then verbs, third form. And in passive form, there will be having, been, then verbs, third form. First, we will take example of perfect participle in active form. Having finished it, I started something new. Means after finishing some work, I started something new. So this is the example of perfect participle in active form. Next, example is having delivered the message, he left immediately. So here having delivered is perfect participle in active voice. Now we will take examples in passive form. First is having been compelled by him, I left the job. So here having been compelled is perfect participle in passive form. In next example, I having been invited to the party couldn't to go. So here having been invited is perfect participle in passive form. So students, that's all about infinitive, gerund and participle verbs. Now students, let us quickly revise what we have learnt in today's video. We have learnt about infinitive, gerund and participle. Infinitive form, there will be 2 plus verbs first form, or if there is V1 only, then it is called where infinitive. And gerund form we form by adding ing to the base form of verb, and it is used as a noun. It can be a subject or object in the sentence. And then we learnt about participle. There are 3 types of participle. Present participle, in which we have ing with first form of verb. Then past participle, there will be third form of verb. And in perfect participle, there will be having then verbs third form in active form. And in passive form, there will be having been plus verbs third form. So students, that's all for today. I hope you would have understood the topic very well. Okay, then take care.